Hello, my name is Trinity McCandless, and today I'm going to be doing my instructional video over the cloud-based video editing software known as Animoto. So, what Animoto is think of it like Canva if you use Canva for your video editing software, or maybe like CapCut. Instead of it being installed on your computer, it's rather on on a web base like Microsoft 365. You might, it's going to be on a website instead, and you have the option to, edit your videos, make them more professionally graded. I'm going to go ahead and present my screen. So I'm already logged into Animoto. As you can see, my projects right there. I will get to those in a moment. So for the price of Animoto, they do have some pricings. And as you can see right here, it does say that it is, you know, you can upgrade it to remove the watermark, but if you don't really care about, having that watermark, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. You can just, if you're using it just for educational purposes, I think it's all right. Some of the other, I think, some of the other things I like about it is that if you go with the professional, or which is 19 a month, you get more access to more of the, I'm sorry, you get more access to the stock images that they provide you if you do want to go that route, which if you're more on the creative side, you obviously don't have to. Me personally, I'm not creative enough, so I personally do that. So, something really awesome that Animoto as a service provides is they provide a lot of different tutorials, just for us, the user, you know, get to learn. Like they provide tutorials on how to make your videos really, I guess, engaging for students, or, how to record your screen, how to record your screen and webcam over here. Oh, how to use the team workspace. I know, many educators may not know how to use that. So Animoto has a lot of useful tutorials for video editing and just using videos in general. So let's go move on over to the create section. So as you can see, you got, your marketing, training videos, sales pitch. Those are mostly like if you want to, kind of like create, I guess more on the, you want to try and create like a short video and trying to sell it to someone. But since we're all educators and teachers here, I'm going to go over to the education section. So it's we can go ahead and make a video that's made easy for schools. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. Now, like I said, I already have some videos that I've already have. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, uh, go ahead and click on this. It's taking a little bit, but no worries. Okay, so this is a template I picked up. It's, about Science 101. It's lesson 4, but we can change it up, and, it's about what is photosynthesis. So, we can change it up. Instead of maybe saying lesson 4, we can maybe add like, maybe this is the introduction and add like lesson 1. And over here, you can add your own images. And like I said, one of my more favorite aspects about this is, the stock images, because don't know what is and isn't appropriate to use or domain appropriate. So that, you know, would help me a lot. And, we can also add, a block. Let's see. We can add, just as an example here, we can add like, yeah, we could do this. Yeah, and then and it's really simple. You could just drag and drop it to wherever you need it. And it's, simple as that. And if you need to add, pictures, you just import it from, if you have the pictures already, you could just import it from your device, maybe your Google, your OneDrive, your M365, if you have a Dropbox. And then you also get to see like how, so sorry about that. You also get to see how it plays out. So let me open up this one over here and show you kind of like how it played out. So this is something from me testing out just like how it worked. So I made this right here. It's nothing fancy, but it just says just some text, an example of some subtext, and yeah, so that's how the video would open up. And okay, so let's start from the very beginning. And that's what the watermark would look like. Now, I guess again, if you aren't a big fan, if you don't really care about that watermark, you don't have to use it, but or you can just pay just for the basic, depending on where you want to get your photos from. And that's all I really had for, this tutorial on how to use Animoto. It's very simple, very easy to use, and it's a really useful tool for educators, and it provides a lot of different resources and tutorials on how to use uh, video editing video software such as Teams and other, I guess, video software like CapCut and such. So it's really useful in that regard and would be very useful to give it a try and learn from there.